Hi everybody, welcome to Stamping with Melva. I'm Melva Peters and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in British Columbia, Canada, and you can find me online at stampingwithmelva.com. Tuesday night and it's sketch challenge night, so I always love sketch challenges and I hope you do too. This sketch will go live on my Facebook group and page and also Instagram at about 7 o'clock tonight. So if you miss any of the measurements or you want to grab the image and use it, go ahead. It will post around 7 o'clock tonight. Okay, so I am going to use one of the new products, actually a couple of the new products that are available as online exclusives starting today. Hey, Catherine. So I'm using the Happy Hibiscus bundle, which if you know me, you know I love anything that's got hybrid embossing folders. It means I can emboss and cut at the same time. And so this Happy Hibiscus bundle is really, really pretty. And I've been having some fun playing with it because it's what I'm using for this month's Your Creativity Awaits. So that's the kit where you get 6 cards or 6 make and takes as well as the stamp set, and you can use it so you get 2 fun folds and 4 regular cards in the kit. So if you're interested in that, there's more information on my blog for this. And again, this month it's Happy Hibiscus. I'm also using some of the, oh gosh, I can't even remember the names of it. I should know this. It's called Marbled Elegance paper. It actually coordinates with the kind of Valentine's Day heart suite, and then some gold thread. At least I've pulled some of the gold thread out. We'll see if we actually use it tonight. All right, I'm gonna switch, see if I can see, make sure I can see comments. It's always interesting if I can't see comments. Okay, I'm gonna switch over and we'll get started. Okay, let's put some light on the scene. It feels like it's kind of dark. Not sure why. There we go. Okay, don't know if that's any better. Okay, so here's the sketch. So the card base is, I put 5.5 by 8.5 or 4.25 by 11, and those of course are the half a sheet in either, whether it's landscape or portrait, tent or booklet fold, and they'll be scored. So that's kind of the full size of the card base. And then the white layer is 4 inches by 5.25. I've got a strip across that's about 1.5 by 4. I've got a circle or any shape that's about 2.5 by 2.5. And then your sentiment, I've said 1/2 inch by 3 inches, whatever fits your sentiment. I always, it's always just kind of a guideline. Hey, Holly, thank you. Yeah, I love sketches too. All right, so here's some of the new product. This is the Happy Hibiscus bundle. And so pretty stamp set with some lovely sentiments. These are 75%, so these are actually much bigger than what they appear. And it is 2-step stamping, so you have the two flowers and the outlines, and then of course all the leaves. I love this one, kind of cross hatches. It's really kind of cool. And then of course you have the dies, and the main die here. Didn't see it for a minute. So you have the dies that will fit into this embossing folder. This embossing folder is amazing all by itself, but you can emboss and cut out these 3 flowers that are part of it. So this die just kind of fits in there until it doesn't move anymore. Put your paper on top and it will cut out and emboss. I love hybrid embossing folders. So this is gorgeous. Okay, and then besides this die, which you can also use to cut out the flowers, I think these cut out the flowers as well, you have this circle, some leaves, another label die, which is really pretty. So lots of different kind of standalone dies as well. Okay, let's get that back in. It does not want to go in. Why does it not? There we go. Okay. So that's the Happy Hibiscus. And then the paper, I'm using just a piece of this paper. This is called Marbled Elegance, and it's part of the heart, I don't know what it's called. It's the Valentine's suite. So let's just kind of do that. There we go. You can see it a little bit better. So that's lots of marble. marbling with the gold. So it's specialty paper with that gold. The colors in it are cherry cobbler, flirty flamingo, melon mambo, petal pink, poppy parade, real red, and gold, and of course white. So lots of marbling on this side. Some in pink, some in red. I love this one. Don't know why. Pinks. And then the other side, hey Roberta, hey Nancy. The other side, there's some poppy parade stripes, some little tiny heart, kind of an all over pattern. Probably hard to see a little bit. Again, some kind of mottled marbled in both the cherry cobbler and the melon mambo. Some leaves. And then this is the one I'm using tonight. It's kind of flowers. I thought it went with the hibiscus in melon mambo. Really pretty paper. Haven't played with it yet. Now what else is new that I'm using? This is new. This is called Gold Twisted Thread. So it's kind of like, if I can find the end, there it is. I think that's the end. Yeah. It's kind of like linen thread, but it is, let's see, but it is a twisted gold thread. It just will be very pretty on cards, whether you tie a bow with it or just kind of scrunch it up, zigzag it like I often do. Okay, so what am I using? I have pulled out some paper here. So I've got a piece of thick basic white cardstock, and I've cut it 5.5 by 8.5, and so we're going to score at 4 1/4. And find my bone folder. Oops, let's do this. There we go. No, not that one. There we go. It's taking me a while. I keep forgetting I can change the zoom on this camera that I'm using, and I forget to change it back. Okay, so we will fold into the mountain or the raised line, and we have our card base in thick basic white. And then I've got a piece of just plain basic white, which I am going to emboss, kind of that all over pattern with this embossing folder, which I didn't do ahead of time because I don't know why I didn't, but I didn't. Okay, so we're going to emboss that. Bring this in because we're going to need this again. There we go. Okay, so we'll just run this through. And hopefully I will hold this up so you can see how pretty that embossed texture is. And it looks really pretty if you use blending brush on it. I'm not going to do that tonight because I'm going to put some color on top of it, but if you just take a blending brush and apply it, just kind of rub some color over it, it just really makes these images pop. Yeah, it is absolutely stunning, Sandy. Okay, so we've got that in white. Now I cut a piece. I just cut that this is that marbled paper, and I'm going to use the melon mambo side of it like that because I thought it kind of matched. It's really a shame to cover up these flowers. Guess I'm going to have to. Oh well, I'm going to put more flowers on here. So, okay, so that's the start of the front of the card. And then, so I punched out a circle in melon mambo. I don't use melon mambo very much, but when I saw that that was one of the colors in this paper, I thought, okay, I have to pull out my melon mambo. So this is the 2 3/8 circle punch. So then we are going to use, of course I can't not use this this hybrid embossing folder. How could you not? So we're just going to kind of shift this around until this kind of clicks, almost clicks into place like that. It shouldn't move around. And then I'm going to take, I'm just going to put it like that. Okay, I know what I'm gonna cut this a little bit, only because I want to use this paper. You guys are funny. All right. I'm just gonna take that, and I've just trimmed it a bit. It's absolutely gorgeous. So these online exclusives went live today in the customer store. All right, so we're just going to run this through. So when you do the cutting and embossing, you're using the same sandwiching as you would have if you were just embossing. And so when we bring this out, voila. Now they're a little hard to see, but you can see the texture on them that I've got, and it has cut out the 3 different flowers. And of course I need some leaves to go with this. So I'm going to pull out these leaves, that leaf die, put these dies away. And that's why I wanted to save that little piece of white, because I'm going to cut just a couple of flowers out of white. I'm going to use my blending brushes on my flowers and my leaves. Get this out. One, maybe a couple of leaves, not leaves. Hey Pam, oh thank you Pam, that's very kind. Yes, today Stampin' Up! announced all of achievements for the past year, and I was very honored and very thankful to my customers and my team and to everybody. I was recognized in a few categories, and I was number 28 in Canada, which is just, I can't believe that. So thank you to everybody for supporting me and watching my videos, and of course my team for always being there when I need them. All right, so we've got our flowers. Now I'm going to just I'm going to use Pretty in Pink because I just want a really soft color, and I'm going to use soft sea foam. I just need a brush. Okay, so I actually did clean one of these silicone mats off, although it's stained a little bit pink, but that's okay. So I'm just going to take my 3 flowers and my Pretty in Pink some of the pink off, although I actually could have just used that. Let's open this up a little bit. Okay, so pick up some Pretty in Pink. I really don't want this. I want this quite light, and I'm really just kind of going in the middle of the flower. I'm not doing the whole thing. I really want the middle of the flower to be the most colored. And so you can kind of see there just a little bit of color. We used to have hibiscus. I don't know how my parents grew it, because I always thought it grew and did better in tropical countries. I don't know. But we managed to grow hibiscus, and they were always so beautiful. And then I'm going to take a little bit of soft sea foam and just kind of give the leaf just a little bit of color. I could have cut it out of the soft sea foam cardstock, but this kind of is going along with the rest of the card. Okay, and somewhere I may have to cut some more. I don't know if this is going to be big enough. When I looked at these sentiments, here's some other ones that I did a little bit. This one is a stamped image, just so you can see. There's another one that I did the inside, and that one's just plain. Now, I have a feeling, this might work. Let's just see if my congratulations sentiment is too big. I have a feeling it's too big for my, yes, okay, now I need to get a piece of basic white. Okay, basic white, I will be back. Okay. Here we go. I don't know what that other piece of basic white was. Okay, so I'm gonna stamp that basic white. I think I'm gonna do it in pretty in pink. So we'll just ink up, this is the congratulations, like that. Okay, I'll cut that out in a minute, and now we can start assembling our card. I'll zoom out. There we go. There we go. That's better. Thanks, Sandy. Okay, so I'm going to adhere this across the middle, and even though I'm covering up some of the really pretty flowers, I have the ones I cut out, so. And then let's use some dimensionals. Like that. That's going to go kind of like that. Ugh, come on. Doesn't want to come off the silicone mat. So this, if I'm following my sketch, it's kind of like that. And then where's my pink? Add a little bit more color to that one. There we go. Just kind of make a, okay, so this is that gold thread. So I'm gonna just take and wrap this really loosely around my hand because this is quite a big area. And so I just want to make sure that it's going to show. So let's just take a little bit of Stampin' Seal and put that like that. Bring this kind of a rogue piece back into the middle. Okay, and then we can take and use dimensionals on the back of our flowers. Like that, and then this one, and then I usually just use glue dot to put my leaves on with, and so I'm just going to take and just kind of tuck those under. Still have to get a sentiment on here somewhere. Take and tuck that under there. Like that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then we can use some liquid glue. On. Gosh, this is pretty. Sometimes I, surprise it. It's just, you never know how it's going to turn out. All right, so I'm going to just take and cut this fussy cut around these letters. You could just cut a rectangle. Almost cut the T off there. Oof, that wouldn't have been good. All right, and then that's just going to go across like that. I think that'll work out. Let's use some mini dimensionals on that sentiment piece. It's not very wide. Now, something for the inside of the card. I think I'll take these cross hatches and stamp them on the inside of the card. And then of course I do need some embellishments because you can't, I have to do something, I'll fix that. I need to double pop up. So just kind of something stamped on the inside of the card. I need to double pop up my C on the congratulations because it ended up hanging over and is going a little lower. There we go. So if you end up putting your sentiment over top of a piece that's already popped up, you do need to double pop it up. All right. Now, what did I pull out for embellishments? I pulled out the iridescent faceted gems because I thought that they would just be kind of subtle and pretty and pick up some of the other colors. And so we're just going to take and put 3 of them on. They kind of pick up the pinks like that. There we go. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I think they look kind of real. I have to look to see what colors hibiscus are. Thanks, Ellen. Welcome. Thanks, Monica. Yeah, those iridescent faceted gems are really pretty. And if you haven't seen these online exclusives, they did go live today. Customers can start ordering them. And so if you're interested, you can find them in my online store under the online exclusive section. And as I said, this is the bundle that I'm using for the Your Creativity Awaits kit for this month. And so in that kit, you get 6 make and take cards. 2 of them are fancy folds. And then you also get the stamp set. Then you can add on the dies if you want them. But everything you need is cut for you. Just I can't do any of the stamping. So that's why you need the stamp set. So there we go. One of the new online exclusives for you tonight. Actually, it was a few of the online, 2 of the online, 3 of the online exclusive. I can't count tonight. That gold thread, or woven gold thread, the Happy Hibiscus bundle, and then that Marbled Elegance, I think it's called, have to look. Marbled Elegance Designer Series paper. All of them went live today, plus a whole bunch of other things. So check out the online exclusives in my online store. All right, everybody, thanks for joining me. Now, tomorrow I normally am on at 6:30 with a technique for you, but I will be on a little bit earlier at 4:30 because I have a meeting tomorrow night. So come join me. Not sure what the technique will be, but we'll figure that out. So come and see what it is. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Hope